All right, and welcome to today's Pep Talk. I am your host. I'm your coach, Dr. Ellis. So thank you for being with me on today. I hope and pray you're having a good September 1st, Tuesday, if you will. So let's just dive right back into it. This series I've been waiting to get on for a while, and it's on mentoring. And I can't tell you at the end of the day that we all need a mentor, someone who just is an example of showing us that it can be done. Even better, showing us how it's done. And then even more better, showing us just a lifestyle, a way of life, okay? These people have shown you that when you've learned to live like no other, you can live like no other. So we all need mentors in our life. I've given you several mentor tips, so forth and so on, and I want to pick up where I left off. Hopefully you are sharing this on Facebook and Watch Party and all this good stuff. My thought is that I want to make this world a better place, and the only way we can make it a better place is start producing better people. That's the bottom line. It's got to be better people. I think we're in a state of emergency now because the people's character, ethics, morals is just all gone to you know what. All right? So this is where we're at. Now, growing is going to have to be intentional. Eating food every day just doesn't mean you're going to grow. No, you'll get older, but it doesn't mean you're going to grow. Growing has to be intentional, and it's going to cost you, all right? So let's get back to where we were at. Let me give you a scripture. You know, I got to always give you a scripture from the good book. Philippians 4:9, Apostle Paul writes, "The things you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you." The things you have learned, received, heard, and seen in me, practice these things. See, that's a mentor. Yeah, don't just do as I say, do as I do. All right? So he's a mentor. He is a model of what it should look like. All right, so that's a scripture from the good book, Philippians 4:9. All right, let's get back to the 11 leadership insights. All right, we left out on 3, but I'll go back on 1 through 3. Good leaders employ others. Great leaders deploy themselves and others. Great leaders employ others. Good leaders employ others. Great leaders deploy themselves and others. Authority and power is for distribution. 2, leadership is not measured by how many people serve you, but how many you serve. I told you to write down on last Thursday, serving is deserving. Serving is deserving. The disciples asked Jesus, out of all of us, which one of us is the greatest? He said, well, that's easy. The one who serves all is the greatest. And it is the truth. Kind of reason why Jeff Bezos, being the founder and CEO of Amazon, is the richest man in the world. Reason being because he serves literally everybody. That's how it works. You want to be great? Serve everybody. All right? So that's what you do. All right. 3, true leaders learn from others, but never become them. Why? Because you're an original. You can pick up traits and habits and stuff from other leaders, but don't turn into them because there's already one of them. We don't need another one of them. We need one of you. All right? A true leader, number 4, is one who lead others to leadership. That's also true. A true leader lead others to leadership. So if I'm a leader, my job is to lead others so they can lead others into leadership. That's what it's all about. All right? It's about multiplication. All right? Not addition. 5, managers think the next position. Leaders think the next generation. Managers think the next position. Why? They just want the next promotion. Leaders think the next generation. They want to pass on the information. The good book says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. See, he passes on wealth. He's passed on information. He passed on wisdom. He passed on insight. You see what I'm saying? All right? That's the difference, once again, of being successful and being significant. I told you in my life going forward, the next, I'm 49, so the next 49 years, I want to be significant. Success, I believe I have attained the things that I want to attain in life, but that's personal. But now I want to make sure that help others attain the things they want. That's significant. All right? 6, the greatest act of leadership is mentoring. 7, if all you learn, achieve, accumulate, and accomplish dies with you, then you are a generational failure, which goes in hand with you're not passing on to the next. All right? You're not sowing forward. All right? 8, mentoring is the highest level of maturity and self-confidence manifested. It really is. Mentoring is the highest level of maturity. Because why? You sacrifice enough of yourself for someone else. That's the highest level. And it's confidence, knowing that I have something that could be a benefit to somebody else. 9, true leaders do not focus on self-preservation and self-protection. They don't. Jesus says, a good shepherd lay down his life. A good shepherd. A shepherd is one who leads the flock. A shepherd lays down his life. In other words, he's able to sacrifice and show the errors, the mistakes, the wisdom, the insight, all of that. He's able to lay down his life and show it to everybody else for the display. Leaders do not protect their occupation, but their legacy. They don't protect their occupation, their job, their career. They protect their legacy, their character, their values, their morals, their ethics, and the lives they've impacted. They protect that. And number 11 of leadership insights, leaders feel they are in debt to the future, that they owe it to making this place better. They owe it than leaving this place better than the way they found it. See, that is a contribution to society. They left a contribution. All right? So those are 11 leadership insights when it comes to mentoring. Now, we're going to talk about now the law of modeling. The law of modeling. We're going to have some fun with this for the next couple of days. The law of modeling. Modeling is a law. We talked about that. It says iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. That was Proverbs 22:17, which I gave you. Then I told you in Proverbs 13:20, he who walks with wise men will be wise, will become wise, will be as wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Well, that's law. What's the old saying? Birds of a feather, what flocks together? You want to make sure that you have someone in your group that you're constantly aspiring to, all right, to hit that target wherever they're at. All right? So the law of modeling or the law of mentoring, write that down. The law of modeling or the law of mentoring. It's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow. And it really is true. You have no other example to look at. It's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow. Yeah. So it's true. You need a model to show you. All right? The most important personal growth phrase you will ever hear a good leader say to you is, and it's profound, I'm going to say it again. The most important personal and growth phrase you will ever hear a good leader say to you is, follow me. That's the best. Follow me. Wow. That's exactly what Jesus said to all his disciples. Come and follow me. He didn't say anything else. Look how profound and how strong that statement is. Come and follow me. Follow me, which means I'm going to lead. You're going to follow. I'm going to show you everything. Not only that, but I'm going to walk with you, spend time with you, train you, coach you. Wow. Develop a relationship with you. Come follow me. Wow. Most people who decide to grow personally find their first mentors in the pages of books. I did. You might be like me and many others to where you're looking for mentors and just can't find them. Yeah, you've seen some folks on TV, but you'll never have access to those folks. So what do? There's nobody in your neighborhood. There's nobody in your family. There's nobody literally on your job. So who? Well, sometimes you got to go out and find some books and let those guys be, or ladies, for instance, be your mentors. I've had many greats, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, Neville Goddard. I've had tons of people that I've read, John Maxwell, on and on and on, that has been my mentors before I can actually literally physically touch someone that's in my vicinity, in my geographical location. So Some of your mentors don't stop just because I don't know anybody, or no one take the time out for me. Well, then you take the time and buy the books and read. You'll get these people's thoughts. You'll get their direction. You'll get their insight. And read their book as if they're just talking to you. All right? And still following those steps. He who walks among wise men, he too shall be wise. All right? So that's just where we're at. It's a great place to start and always continuing it. I'm constantly buying books. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly a student of learning. I believe the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. I really do believe that. So that's where we're at. So don't be afraid to go out and buy some books and not be sitting here waiting for somebody to come and tap you on the shoulder and tell me, I'll be your mentor. And keep in mind, when you do find one, you're going to have to give up a lot to sacrifice because these people are giving themselves up a lot for you. So it's a two-way street, and we'll talk about that. All right? Now, what we're going to talk about now is how you must be selective in who you choose as a mentor. You must be selective. You just can't pick no anybody. And they have that right, too. They don't have to really pick you to mentor you. They must see some qualities and some characteristics as to why they would mentor you. You can't just, hey, will you mentor me? I don't know you. Maybe I need to spend some time where you get to know you and see if there's someone that I want to make an investment in. All right? Of my time, my talent, my treasure, my connections, my associations, all that. All right? So we're going to talk about 6 signs or indicators of a good mentor. 6 signs or indicators of a good mentor. Here's one. A good mentor is a worthy example. A good mentor is a worthy example. We become like the people we admire and the models we follow. We become like the people we admire and the models we follow. So a good mentor is a worthy example. You say, that's what success looks like. That's what I want my life to look like. They seem to portray those things and those qualities. So we become like the people we admire and the model we follow. 1, they must display professional excellence. All that they do. As Apostle Paul says, let everything you do, do unto the Lord. Which means everything you do, you're going to do it as if you're giving it to God. Whether it's cleaning, whether it's cooking, whether it's fixing something, whether it's your day-to-day job. If God was your boss, which he is, he's the boss of all bosses, all promotion and all, increase come from God. So he is the ultimate boss. So 1, they must display professional excellence. They must be excellent in all that they do. 2, they must possess skill sets we can learn from. You like the way they do what they do. They're good at what they do. All right? They must demonstrate, 3, character worthy of emulating. Now, that's major for me. I would have liked to have started with that one first. Because they can be professional and excellent. They can have certain skill sets and be people of the world and yet don't have character. And see, that's major for me. Character is a major because, again, I think you must be able to have the responsibility and also accept the accountability. Most people say, don't do as I do, do as I say, right? Because, again, you get a chance to find out who they really are, and their character is really shaky. And that's what we need in our leadership across the board in this nation. And a great nation it is, but we don't have any character from the top down. But I think also, too, that is a reflection of our society, which doesn't have any character neither. So how can you hold the people up top when the people at the bottom have none? Not to mention the people up top, people at the bottom pick the people at top or put those people up at top. So the people with no character put people up there with no character. It's going to take a base of people who has character that put somebody up there that has character. And we hadn't had a president with character in a long, long time. I don't know them all personally, so I can't go far back and say, well, until this president. I don't know. But I'm 49, and yeah, we hadn't had much character. And character is a man with conviction, a man with morals that says, nope, can't do that. Just won't cross that line. Nope, not even thinking about it. Nope, don't even debate about it. Character and integrity. He says what he means, and he means what he says. Last time you had somebody like that? That's all I'm saying. So character, that's first and foremost for me. He didn't have to be really that good at what he does, but his character is impeccable. I'll pick a man with character than a man who got plenty of talent, a man who got plenty of skill sets, a man who's good at what he does, but his character is judgmental. Oh, you're like, oh, my God. He didn't do that, did he? He didn't say that, did he? Oh, my God. And then 4, scrutinize their personal lives as carefully as their public performance. And that's, again, those last 2 will be more than the first 2. Then their personal excellence and their skill sets is their character, and you get an opportunity to scrutinize their personal lives as carefully as their public lives or public performance, because a lot of time it's just a performance, and you get behind closed doors, and these people are nothing as they act or portray in front of people. Yeah, I want someone who's the same day in and day out. I know what I'm getting. I don't need someone schizophrenic. I don't need someone bipolar. I don't need someone, again, I don't know who I'm talking to today. Or I meet them in public, they're one way, and get a chance to meet them behind closed doors and behind curtains, and they something totally different. Yeah, I don't want that. And you shouldn't want that neither. Not only you shouldn't want that, you shouldn't be that way, because you never know who's watching you. If you're a parent, you got kids watching you. So they're conflicted already. If you're a boss at work, you already got people submitting to you, reporting to you. Don't be one way. Don't be one way at work and another way at happy hour. You can be cool at work and be cool at happy hour. You can be tough at work and still be tough at happy hour, because they know you don't play and you're a person of character and conviction. Period. Say, man, don't come here with that. All right? So a good mentor is a worthy example, worthy of following, worthy of emulating, worthy of imitating. That's a good example. All right? 2, being a sign of a good mentor. A good mentor is available. This is very important. They are available. All right? Andrew Carnegie says this: as I grow older, I pay less attention to what people say. I just watch what they do. Yeah. Talk is cheap. We know that. That's why everybody can afford it. It's cheap. But James says in the Bible that I'll show you my faith based on my works. Yeah. In other words, he said, I'm from Missouri. Not only did I can put up, make you shut up. All right? So, let me give you a couple of what's a good mentor is available. 1, we must have contact with them. That requires access and availability to ask questions and learn from their answers. So this person must make themselves available. A good mentor is available. Well, I don't have time this week, don't have time next month, don't have time the month after that, I'm really busy. Oh, that's not going to be a good mentor for you. Not saying that's not a good person. See what I'm saying? Or a successful person. That's not what I'm saying. But it won't be a good mentor for you, because a good mentor is available. All right? So you can have access, availability to ask questions and learn from them. All right? 2, you must meet officially a few times a year, and sometimes informally. But you must meet officially. So if you meet every 6 months, officially, we're going to meet every 6 months. If we got to meet once a quarter, we'll meet once a quarter, but it must be officially. And then sometimes, rather it be a gathering of whatever the case may be, or association or whatever, we'll meet informally. Briefly talk about this or briefly talk about that in conversation and just. All right? 3, what makes a good mentor is available. Many questions will be stimulated by action, not words. Teaching people what to do is easy. Showing them what to do is more difficult. And it really is. So the mentor has to be available. So again, teaching people what to do, that's easy. But showing them, that's difficult. So you have to be available to show. No, you do it like this, not like that. No. You say it like this, not like that. You got it? So, that's where we're at. 4, about a good mentor is available. When seeking a mentor, don't shoot too high too soon. When seeking a mentor, don't shoot too high too soon. All right? Why? When starting out, most of your questions can be answered by someone 2 or 3 levels up, not 10. So it's almost like you're in the mailroom and now you want the mentor to be the CEO. No, not exactly. But if you're in the mailroom and you got a manager or a director or, then yeah, that'd be perfect for you. All the questions you need, they can answer. They've been there and done that. But while I'm a CEO, I want the president to be my mentor. Not going to happen. Don't aim too high too soon. All right? Don't aim too high too soon. All right? The reason also being is spend the majority of your time with a mentor who's available, willing, and suited for the stage of your career. That's another reason you want to aim too high. You want to be at the stage of your career. You're nowhere near being a vice president or being an executive tomorrow. So you want to master where you're at now on this level in your career. Let the CEO spend time with those on the level of leading at their level. So now you got someone who's manager or director get ready to get promoted to an executive position. Then, yeah, let the CEO spend time with grooming that person and getting them ready. But not down here. Not saying you're not worthy. I'm saying you're not there yet. That's what I'm saying. And it is a process. Okay? It's a process. And don't rush the process. Nor do you ignore the process. Because the process is what gets you ready for those different levels and different stages in your life and career. All right? All right. I'm going to try to get through number 3 of indicators of a good mentor. A good mentor has proven experience. All right? The further you go in the pursuit of your potential, the more new ground you will break. A good mentor has proven experience. The further you go to the pursuit of your potential, the more new ground you will break. The more you will have to benefit from others' experience. The more you benefit from other experience. Why? They've been there, done that. You got it? They've been there, done that. All right? Old Chinese proverb. I love this. Look what it says. To know the road ahead, ask those coming back. Beautiful. To know the road ahead, simply ask those who are coming back. Why? They already been there. Hey, so what's going on? What's out there? What should I be ready for? How was it? Okay? Give me some tidbits. Give me some hints. Give me some whatever the case may be so I can be better prepared. All right? So to know the road ahead, ask those coming back. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani said all leaders are influenced by those they admire. Reading about them, studying about their traits will allow you to develop into their leadership style. Reading about them and studying their traits will allow you and inspire you to develop your leadership traits. All right? So they have proven experience. A good mentor has proven experience. All right. Number 4. We talk about the 6 signs or indicators of a good mentor. 4. A good mentor possesses wisdom. A good mentor possesses wisdom. All right? So, I'm going to give you this story. I wrote this story down. That this company was experiencing a major shutoff in their company. The machine was not working at all, the whole process, and they were losing tons of money by the hours and by the day. So they called an expert to their company to look at their manufacturing system. It says he carried only one thing, and that was a black bag. That's all he carried was a black bag. So after he studied their manufacturing system, he opened his black bag. He took out a hammer, and he went to a certain spot, and he took out a small hammer, and hit the machine. And all of a sudden, everything started producing back again. So the head of the manufacturing company was excited and said, "That's great. Thank you so much. All right, how much I owe you?" He said, I think he said $1 million. He said, "What? $1 million? How did I owe you $1 million? Watch this." He said, "Send me an invoice for it." So the guy said, "Okay, I'll send you an invoice." So on the invoice, it said, one hammer, $10. Knowing where to use the hammer, that's when it went $999,090. The wisdom, knowing where to hit, that was the gist of it. They didn't know. He knew. And he caused them to be able to stop losing hundreds and thousands of dollars and millions throughout the day. So, it's knowing where to hit. A good mentor possesses wisdom. Mentors with wisdom often show us to the top. They actually show us the way to the top. So I'm going to give you 4 things and I'm done for the day. Of a good mentor possesses wisdom. Wise people often use just a few words to help us learn and develop. Mentors will use just a few words to get us from here to there. Not a whole lot of talking. A few words to get us from here to there. 2, they open our eyes to worlds we might not have ever seen otherwise. Because why? They have a different perception on how they look at things because of their wisdom, their insight, and their understanding. 3, they help us navigate difficult situations. They help us navigate that we can bypass this and bypass this. Because okay, yeah, now I see it. Right. Notice when I mentor you, now I see, because I was blind for them. Because their wisdom is the application of understanding and knowledge. So you can still have the knowledge and not understand it. And then even then, when you understand it, then you got to have the wisdom to apply what you understand that you know. So it's quite a bit. All right? So they help us navigate difficult situations. And last but not least, they make us wiser than our years and experience. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So they make us wiser than our years and experience. So you can be with a mentor for 5 years, and yet you could advance like you've been in the business for 10 years or 20 years. All right, you could have a mentor for 1 year, and you can get further at 5 years or 10 years than you could ever have done it on your own. It's because they possess the wisdom, they possess proven experience, they possess a worthy example, and they are available for you to ask questions and to learn. All right, so we'll pick up the other 2. I told you there's 6. We'll pick up the other 2 on Thursday as we continue this awesome series on mentoring. And if you don't have one, guess what? You have one now. Please take advantage of it. I make myself available every Tuesday, every Thursday at high noon. All right? So, again, thank you for being a part of Pep Talk. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you tell any and everybody about us so they could become better. All right? And better is better. So have a blessed day. I'll see you on Thursday, 12 o'clock. Lunch and learn. Feed the stomach. Feed the mind. God bless you. Bye now.